Hello, JoyfulSpirit here, and I'm gonna show you my favorite game ever, Magicka. This game is so fun to play. I'm gonna show you the basics since this is the first video, and in the later videos I'm gonna show some advanced stuff because I've played this game a lot. I mean a lot. I won every campaign mission and I played a lot of arena. This is the arena version where there are just hordes of monsters spawning every wave and I'm supposed to kill them with magic because this game is Magicka. In the bottom left corner you can see there are elements. The beautiful thing about Magicka is that I can combine different elements into thousands of unique spells, and I mean, well, at least hundreds. And hundreds of unique spells is a lot. It's more than any other game has had to offer. Seriously. There's water, so I can use Q and then right click to use water on enemies, and you can see this water stream that makes them wet. I can use Q to use a lot of water and it will knock them back. It will knock them back. There's W life, which can be used to heal me or heal the enemies with a beam. There's shield on E, which can be used to create a shield, and I can boost the shield using spacebar, and the enemies are trying to smash through it. I can use a shield on myself, and then I have a limited time of protection. You can see that I'm hurt, so I'm gonna use life on myself. There's ice on R. I can use ice and slow the enemies. And the beautiful thing is I can connect water and ice using Q and R, and I will have frost. And frost is like a completely different element. And I can shoot frozen icicles with Q and R, water and ice, water and cold. I can shoot the icicles at the orcs. And then there's lightning on A, so I can zap them. There's arcane on the S, which is like the opposite of life, kind of death thing. I can use spells in an area of effect too, holding shift. So there's a huge amount of combinations. Just because I can use a beam with my right click, use an area of effect, I can use a spell on myself. Get off me, orcs. Eat some icicles. And there's rock on D. I can shoot rocks. There's such a... I can even feel the impact of that rock. Look, I can use D one time. I can load one small rock and it's gonna be a small rock. Or I can do D for a huge rock. Look how huge this stone is. I can also charge the spell up. I can max out on D and then charge it, and release it. And this chest has dropped a book from which I learn the unique spells like Conflagration, which is made from the combination of elements that is unique and cast with the spacebar. And the last element is of course fire. So I can also combine fire with water to have steam. How cool is that? I can shoot a beam of hot steam. And I can combine elements into very, very unique combinations like steam, electricity, and arcane. Gives the beam that makes enemies wet from steam, and then electrified while they are wet from electricity. It's a really powerful beam. I can use rock and shield, and on myself to get a rock armor. This game really favors creativity. This is so awesome. I can make rock and shield and right click to get rocks that enemies have to go through before they can get to me. I can imbue those same rocks with arcane power, and when the enemies smash them, the rocks will explode. This is so cool. See? Rock has exploded. I can make landmines using arcane and shield. They're gonna walk through them and explode. Come on, orc. Yeah, step right in. And you can see that I have learned Conflagration from a book. So I'm gonna show you what's Conflagration. Conflagration is steam, fire, steam, fire, steam. Which is not easy to do, honestly. and it creates a wall of fire that ignites enemies and they burn. It's not easy to do. Steam fire, steam fire, steam fire. I do have a lot of practice though in this game. So let's conflagrate some more waves of enemies. Steam fire, steam fire, steam. Steam fire. Ah, screwed it up. Fire, steam fire, steam fire. Yeah. Everything's burning. Some more fire. Alright. You can see I'm poisoned from these spiders. I'm just gonna heal myself. And while wearing rock armor, I can't really regenerate my hit points, but then I don't take hit point damage because the armor buffers all damage. So let's just keep going until they beat me, which is not gonna be easy for them. Oh, a Staff of War, nice, nice pickup. I'm gonna heal myself to full. There's this trick. How did I do that? I think that's how I did it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of healing. See? It's ice health and it's ice life and shield. It's the most effective way of healing myself that I know of, and it's probably the most effective way of healing in the game. So I also learned Time Warp, which slows down time. Look at this. I can kill everything in slow motion with my super zap. Super area of effect zap. I'm gonna teach you that zap in a later video. It's so cool. And the time is back to normal. So I learned Nullify, that destroys any magical effects. Okay, these orcs have shields, which means they are immune to most elements, but they are not immune to arcane. So I'm gonna just place some mines until they are out of shield. Now I can zap them. I can also hit them with water, freeze them because they are wet, and then zap them. It's much more effective when they are frozen. You wouldn't want to be zapped when you're frozen. Seriously. This is a really good strategy to make enemies wet and then freeze them. And just think about it. How many games can offer you discovering such a strategy to make enemies wet and then freeze them and then zap them with electricity? This game is so creative. It's insane. There are fire lizards, so I'm gonna get myself a fire shield because they are the main source of damage in this wave of enemies. And I'm gonna use some AoE ice because it has a broader range than my other zapping. I'm gonna just keep stomping at them. And in case you're wondering, no, you cannot win this game by spamming the same spell all over again. It takes much more than that, because there are very, very different enemies that have different weak points, and sometimes you gotta just experiment until you find those weak points. Okay, so there's a huge troll. He's gonna be trolling me. I'm gonna use some Ars mines. These mines are combined frost and electricity and arcane. Really powerful mines. Huge knockback. Okay, I'm gonna dodge the troll hit. Keep zapping him. Keep zapping him. I kept zapping him. Nice. So beautiful. I learned haste. That's very useful. Now I can walk faster. Haste is just electricity, arcane, and fire. Easier to cast than conflagration. Oh, I have conflagration, right. Let's make them burn. Let's make them all burn. So this is an enemy mage, which makes stuff much more complicated because spells have a very volatile nature in this game. If you want to play with friends, you're gonna be killing each other a lot, and it's gonna be so fun when you're gonna be casting spells you don't know what they are, but they're gonna explode right in your face. It's gonna be so cool. It really makes me feel like I'm a wizard that's playing with magic too dangerous for his own comprehension. Okay, these guys are hardcore. I'm gonna water, ice, and zapping him to death. I had a huge trouble on this wave because they don't really deal that much damage, and they can one-shot me with this water ball. See? They could one-shot me with that. So I'm really gonna make sure that he's frozen and I'm not. Ouch. That's a lot of ouch. Okay, water ball. Water. Water incoming. Not? Okay. Shield. Nice. Caught it. Practice makes perfect. Okay, I'm wet, so I can't use electricity. Ouch. Oh, man. Come on, guy. Why don't you die? Okay. Water. Frost. And zapping you. Ah, damn it. Not enough time. Come on. Almost gotcha. Alright. Got him done. So that was hard. This game gets challenging even for me at this stage. So what am I gonna get?